Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button when you come in and join the stream or later. Watch this. As y'all can see, the title is Black Lives Matter a Scam. Of course, like not everyone in it, but people who started this shit. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button when you come in. Only takes a second to press that like button. Dang, 6 people in here, 0 likes? I don't fuck with me like that. What is it? 8 people, 6 people, no like. Shout out for those 2 people who did press the like button. Really appreciate it. Let's talk about Black Lives Matter tonight. Well, probably not the whole night because y'all know how I be going off topic. But shout out to Mob Nasty, Cali in the building. And I just seen on social media how the creator of Black Lives Matter, how she spent like almost $900,000 paying her brother's security for security. Shout out to my guinea pig, Gently Weeks. I had a guinea pig when I was a kid. Well, my grandma had one. We actually had 2. One was named Ginger, and the other was named Shauna. But yeah, the lady who created the Black Lives Matter movement, I guess she's in court and she's dealing with a lot of allegations of scamming. Like, so. Shout out to Sprocaster. Do y'all think Black Lives Matter is a scam or what? How y'all feel about the Black Lives Matter movement? Yeah, Black Lives Matter movement. Yes, I believe some people are doing it for the right causes, but the people that are more noticeable in the Black Lives Matter movement are like, damn, I can't think of her name right now, but the owner, of course, I think she's lesbian or what, that don't really matter, but still. And My Son and Tamika Mallory. Those are like the 3 main people in Black Lives Matter. It seemed like that shit was really just a money grab, low key. It's I think it's sponsored. The whole movement is sponsored by George Soros. That's a white guy. But people got a hold of it. Yeah. So yeah. Well, the person who created it though, like she's spending like I guess donation monies on mansions, and like she paid her baby daddy like I think it was somewhere between 800,000 and 900 for creative work he did, and then her brother she paid him like 840,000 for security. Like so, like what the fuck? Like I need to be getting into security, right? Like, but once money started coming into play, like you said, it could have started off as natural, like a positive cause, but overall, when that money started getting involved, oh, hold on. What is the difference between rationalizing civil race matters, global slavery, going on white Americans doing the same? Yeah, I don't think you're gonna piss anybody off with that. But my whole thing is like, it's not the movement is wrong. I'm not saying like black people shouldn't say Black Lives Matter. Like people should say whatever the fuck they believe in. Like so that's why they got quote unquote white supremacy. Like they came up with that movement hundreds of years ago. The KKK, that's a movement. So I mean, all lives matter, aren't you? They bought hella mansions. She got hella mansions. Like then they're spending just extra money on like family and shit. Like I never really got behind the whole Black Lives Matter movement because like I felt like I don't need to say that. Like I don't need to point that out. The fuck, like and then like a lot of things that they be saying when they be marching and shit, like no justice, no peace, like that's bad affirmations or bad like spells you're putting into the universe. You keep saying no justice, no peace. So if you keep speaking it into the universe, there will never be no justice or peace. Like so, I mean, like I said, I felt like it probably started off in a great idea or had a good purpose to it. But once that money started getting involved, once the millions start coming in, you know how people is greedy. Black, white, it don't matter what race you is. Once that money get involved, like, ain't no telling. But like I said, I never really got behind the whole Black Lives Matter because I'm like, fuck, I need to be out here marching, like saying my life matter. Like I know that. Like so, everyone should be able to say anything. Yeah, I believe that. Like, yeah, you should be able to say whatever the fuck you want, honestly. So, I wouldn't be mad if they said white lives matter, Chinese lives. I could care less. I really could. Like, it's not gonna offend me that somebody is saying they lives matter. Like, but yes, they could have came up with a black. I mean, I said a black saying, but a better saying. I believe. To realize you can't change them unless you want to. Exactly. Like that shit is embedded in people's DNA to be racist. Like, low key. But I feel like, man, they got that money and like just start splurging. Just start like doing everything but what they should be doing. Because why is it Black Lives Matter only pop out when the police is killing like black people? Why don't pop out when it's just black on black crime overall? Why don't Black Lives Matter show up to Chicago? Hmm? And march on those streets. It ain't even about police. Why don't like yeah, y'all just focus on the overall like the overall issue. Like so. And then it was crazy is I hate how they be always saying black on black crime, right? Because even though like that is an issue, like ain't that with every other race? You kill your own race, like they white people is not. Oh well, of course, police is out there murdering black people, but more randomly, well, then mass shootings happen a lot. But overall, white people kill white people, black people kill black people. All the other races, they kill each other. Man, don't tell me you believe money is the root of all evil. But for some people, money is could be the root of evil. But no, it's the people's intentions. Because in their whole mind, like shit, what I realized and learned about money, look, shout out to my mom coming through. What I learned about money and those who got it, if you're a good person, it only enhances who you are. If you're giving, it's just only gonna enhance that giving version of you. But if you're fucking the opposite, you're greedy, it's only gonna increase that. Like so, money is not really the root of evil. All evil. I mean, being broke enables like poverty enables bad intentions too. Like shit, cause it be no money in the hood and they be still killing. Like it be killing for sport. So I feel like money can like enhance. Like I said, if a person is already a demon, if they are already an evil person, money will enhance that. But if it's a good person who get the money as well, it's gonna enhance. It's gonna do the same. Like it ain't gonna make a good person bad because they got more money. Like so, I've seen people get money and it really enhanced who they was. It, like when I see my brother start making a lot of money, both of my brothers, they didn't change. It just they both was like it was still the same. It just enhanced it. They was just, I don't know. So that's why I feel I be trying to tell people. Yeah, you probably hear my daughter upstairs crying, but I be trying to tell people it's safe to be get rich. It's safe to be wealthy. A lot of us don't believe that coming from where we come from. We believe money is the root of all evil. Money don't grow on trees. Like you probably come from poverty conditions, so we believe have negative beliefs about money. So it keeps us from trying to get it. Knowing if you would get that money, you could change the world. You could help a lot of people. Why would you let the money, all the money, stay in their hand and just say, "Oh, money is the root of all evil"? No. How about you get some yourself too, so you can be a part of the solution. People are greedy whether it's a lot of money or no money, because it ain't even about money. People get greedy over food. Like people like greed is never just about money. But I used to always put money before everything. That's evil. I don't believe you should put money before everything. So they be opening exactly like Black Lives Matter is supposed to be doing the right thing, like protecting or trying to like help different environments, not help their own pockets. Like if the lady who created Black Lives Matter is out here got 3 different mansions, got paying her brother 800,000, paying her baby daddy 800,000, 900,000. Like you're not doing what you could have been doing for like the people who really suffered in the situation. Like, hold on, y'all, my daughter's crying, and I'm like, why ain't nobody saying nothing? All right, I'm back. You have a great day too. A lot of people had a party who was trash. That's because Hank. That's because that person was already like that. Like literally, that's because they was internally like that already. Yes, you probably when y'all was hanging around, best of friends, you didn't see that person's true intentions. But like, if they had to have money from the get go, you probably would have never been friends with that person. Like so, like I said, money just enhances who a person truly is. Like, cause that person who got the money, they say, "I didn't change, you change." Like, but like I said, I've seen enough people. I've got money myself. Like I've made more money in my life since I moved to Vegas than like all my working years period. And like, it hasn't changed me. Exactly. We all supposed to have our own beliefs, though. I'm spoken on Kush, but we all supposed to have our own beliefs. And that's literally, and that's okay. Like, literally, that's okay. But from my perspective, like I've got money. Like I went from nothing to something, and I didn't change. Yes, I cut off people who didn't help. You know what's crazy? Now here's the thing, right? Now that you mention that, you say your friend changed, like after you got money and y'all stopped being friends. I got friends that's back home in Gary, Indiana, that when I moved to Vegas, like I had a spiritual awakening, right? So I did change to a sense. I became my true self. But those people who I hung around with, who was quote unquote my friends, all those people disappeared. And all the right people started popping up around. Like, so, I mean, like, as you grow, you change. Not in the hoods. Yeah, that was my question. Like, why is they not in the hoods, but you got enough money to buy mansions and land and, like, give your family, like, millions of dollars? Like, so, but the money, like I said, the people who are really impacted by the situation, you're not helping them. Like if y'all a charity, a nonprofit organization, okay, why are you not helping the people who really are in need? Like, but that's just because they were those type of individuals from the get go. Like they were sneaky, like conniving people from the get go. If you believe your opinion is stupid, like then you should stop negative self talking to yourself. Like, cause I mean, but you probably just joking. Like you don't really mean it to be stupid. Hey, shout out to you, Jumbo Johnson. I've been saying HVAC a lot. I don't know what it's for though, but I've been seeing it a lot lately. So, mm. Is that like dealing with air conditioners and stuff? But yeah, if I was in like if I was in charge of like Black Lives Matter came up with it that idea, of course I would pay myself, right? Like, cause let's look at it from her perspective. She came up with the movement Black Lives Matter, like so. That was an idea that just popped up in her head that got her rich. So what she truly choose to do with the money, right? That's on her, right? But if you're a nonprofit organization, then that means you didn't do it for money. Like so, you should have had a business LLC called Black Lives Matter, so we could have known it was a business instead of like what you pulling low key. Like, look like it sound like a Ponzi scheme to me now. Like, cause like I said, that I don't see them helping nobody. Like literally, the only time I see them is when a black person gets shot by the police, and lately it ain't been none of that. Like, so why we didn't see Black Lives Matter when the fucking shoot was they at that shooting in Buffalo? I don't know. I don't pay attention to the news, but was they there? I didn't hear nothing. Like so, all I know is that they're in the news for like spending money frivolously on things like, come on, 800,000 for security, like for your events. Who you need protecting from that cost you 800,000? But I guess that's your brother. Like so, you want to put him on, and you don't want to just give him the money. Like so, I understand that. Like, but 800,000? Come on, you could have did built some shit with that. A couple of things that generated more income. Like, I don't know. But like I said, you never knew a person's intentions from the get go. We don't know a person's origin story, their backstory. We don't know how they are. We don't know how their family sees them. Like we don't know. We just see who they are in the public. So when they get scrutinized and when they get the fingers pointing at them and they're under the magnifying glass, all the negatives would be highlighted, or supposedly all the negatives. But I don't know. My whole thing is like I never got down with the Black Lives Matter movement. I felt like I was more than that. Fact of all, like I'm not even black, I'm brown. I never got that. Like, why the fuck do you call black people, I mean, brown people black and white people white when they're not even white? Like, the fuck? Get your colors right. But I guess it's because it's two polar opposites, right? They want to make it known that you're the complete opposite of a white person, or I'm the complete opposite of a white person. But then again, that's not true because we're all humans. Like, just because the person is white, that don't mean they got different, like, better gifts than me. Like, that don't make them more smarter than me, or the opposite. Yeah, probably in sports you got more black people who like playing sports, so they athletically gifted. But you still got white people. I see white people doing the same shit. Like so, I mean, it's just some people born with that shit, and some people born without it. Like I was, even though I grew up in the hood, Gary, Indiana, where like the only white people around me was like the three teachers I had. My third grade teacher, my fucking 11th grade teacher, and my 12th grade teacher. Those are the only three white people who I fucking ever came into contact with. But those are the only three people who really impacted me, like as far as like who I am today. Like so, I never could be racist towards white people. Even when I went into the military, I was the only black kid in my fucking platoon in boot camp, and it was damn near 90 of us. Like so, I was never treated like less than like I that never it never really. I mean, I probably dealt with some racist shit twice in my life, but overall, I've always been like able to connect with everybody. So, hmm, you say a racist? If I'm talking about the complete opposite, then you must be a troll. Like anything, but anyways, I don't know if Black Lives Matter if she low key a racist. That's why she came up with the term. Like who knows? So you from the UK? Hey, shout out to the UK. How is racism out there? Like I see you got the black emojis. Like so, how is it really much racism out there? I mean, of course, racism is everywhere because it's in the DNA. Prejudice, like somebody said earlier, it's in your DNA to like feel like you're more like inferior or inferior to a person, whatever. Like I don't know. But it's not because color. Because if that's like I do that to white, black people. Like sometimes I just measure a person up when I see them. Like so, it's not like off no racist shit. Exactly. I feel like anything that starts off positive. I mean, I feel like everything kind of starts off positive, but over time it's going to get corrupted because hey, you got people, different people who got different intentions. So and they all got their own agendas. More nuisance. So, I mean, I live in Vegas, so it's everybody. It's like so diverse here. Everybody comes here. Like, if you racist here, like, it's probably because you came from somewhere racist and you like still got that in you. But overall, like, I don't deal with racism. I've lived in all black communities. I've lived in all white communities. You know, I've just lived in mixed shit. So that happens. I would say a lot to people out here. Like they'll like a lot of times if black people try to pull the race card, people tell them they overreacting. But low key, a person, a white, well, not say a white person. Let's just say the opposite race. If they're low key prejudiced, it's not like they even think they're prejudiced. It's just embedded in their subconscious, it's embedded in their programming to be that way. So they don't see that they're They don't think they're racist. Like so, you could never tell them like you're racist or you're being prejudiced against me because they've been like that their whole life. Like so, if nobody never calls them out, then you overreacting. You know, like it'll be like that every time. Like so, but like I said, I'm 30 or I'm 32, so like, I ain't been here that long, so ain't no telling how long I'm gonna be here. So there's so many fucking things I haven't been with. I mean, been through and dealt with that I will in life. So I just gotta be prepared for any and everything. But make sure y'all hit that like button if you haven't already. It's definitely a disconnect. Black people and like Africans is a disconnect, and there's some black people. It's a disconnect for a reason. Like it's all built that way. Like for us to all stay disconnected. Like so, just imagine if we all came together. Like they wouldn't want that to happen. Like so, it's they gonna of course keep us separated. Like I wouldn't be surprised if the movies y'all seen about black people in America or brown people in America, y'all probably think like, man, these dudes is idiots. Like if you well, uh, not everybody believes what they see on TV, but if you're an average person and you see how niggas is on TV, you be like, all black people like that. Black history, I've dealt with police, and like it was, I got a story to tell. I don't know when I'm gonna tell it though, but I got a story to tell. Like just dealing with police, like I always was. I gotta say I'm blessed, like just to get through half the shit that I got through. Like that shit is not about your skin color. It's a movie. Damn, what is it called? Gattaca. It's on HBO Max. So if you got HBO Max, watch that movie. But it's about in the future how they're not. It doesn't go off race. You know how people are judged off race and shit. Like it's based off your DNA. So when you're born, they know when you're gonna die. They know the diseases you're gonna have. They know if you're gonna be healthy. Like they know all of that. So in the future, like it won't be like that diversion because of skin color. It'll be that diversion because a person's DNA, like who they truly are, who they gonna become. Like so, and what was it? The point where I was getting on that, but it was a scene in a movie where they was in a room where the dude was walking in the room like it's a white dude. What's his name? Is it nah Ethan Hawke? Nah, that's not that dude. It might be. No, it's not Ethan Hawke. I forgot. It's a famous white dude that played in that movie. A few people. I'm telling you, like That's because if your blood type is way more important than your skin color. It is like when you check a person's DNA, like I said, and you see like who they'll become, whether they'll become a nobody or somebody, like then you should really. That's how you judge a person. Like this motherfucker's on Earth just to fucking waste fucking air and like waste the fucking space. Like so. In that movie, the white dude, I forgot who the fucking star of the movie is, but he a popular dude. But he he found out like his parents found out he was gonna die at the age of 30 because of a heart like or some type of a disease. So they cut him off. Shout out to Brandon for coming through. They cut him off from the family. He had to change his last name because the dad didn't want to be associated with him because they had like good DNA, but he just so happened had to fuck that DNA. So he was trying to figure out how could he basically get a better lifestyle. So he ended up like teaming with another dude who had that. So Dude had to break his fucking knees to make it so tall and all that. But he got what he wanted, but he still ended up. Wait, did he die in the end? I don't think so. Somebody else died. But I need to watch that shit again. Hey, shout out to you, Brandon. Like filling out that application. See, what I tell you? When Brandon came in here, his name was 44 B Dog. He was here from the beginning, like literally from the beginning. And I told him what to do. He started doing it, and like now he about to be monetized. Like so, shout out to you for like doing that. Like I said, that shit is easy. Anybody could be monetized on YouTube. Fucking just post every day, be consistent, go live stream, get on live every single day. Well, if you don't can't get on it every day, but get on it. Try to get on it every single day, and people are going to watch, and that's going to build your watch time hours up. And post shorts, post them shorts, like so. Starlito said in the song. Hey, I fuck with Starlito too. Shout out to Artie. Yeah, just coming through. But this world is pretty fucked up. All this shit is pretty corrupted. Like, what's really positive? Like, really? Like, what companies out there? What food out there is really good for you? Like, if we want to get into it, like, nothing is really good for you. But we've been being fed to us our whole life. Like, so it's normal for us. Like, we okay with it. Our body is fucking used to it, or our brains is used to it. So that's why people don't want to change, and you can't make them change. So if you can't make nobody change, you might as well fuck it, let them be. Shit. If they DNA is in them to be nothing, a nobody, you can't make them be somebody. Like so, our destiny. We all got a destiny in life. Like so, your destiny is like you can't stop that. You can't change it. I mean, you can always change it. Like the movie, the watch that movie Gattaca. He changed his life, but what he went through, like I said, he had to break his knees and shit so he could become taller, like just to fit a description. And like he got what he wanted, but are you willing to make those type of sacrifices, like to become who you want? Are you willing to go the extra mile? Like, are you willing to do what it takes to live the life you want, or are you gonna just be like, if I'm meant to just be this way, like fuck it, like so. For me, I know the world is mine. So I know I can have everything. I know my DNA is like royal DNA. Like so, who I'm destined to become is great. Like so, it don't matter black or white. You won't see me as like the first black person to do this or a black billionaire. No, like you don't attach that like my color that I'm not even black. I'm fucking brown. Like so, if you gonna say something, if we gonna make it clear, y'all gonna include color because they don't never say the first white person. None of that. It's never that. It's that this quote unquote Tom Hanks won this award, this amount of awards or whatever. Like it don't say they race, but when it's a black person accomplishing something, they always gotta put that like so. Fuck all that shit. Motherfuckers better say the first brown billionaire or whatever it is. Like, don't fucking call me fucking. Put that shit in front of me. Because I'm gonna, like Oprah. People, Oprah is past that level of being considered a black woman. Even though she probably corrupted low key. Like, but I don't want to say, I don't want to speak that because low key, ain't no telling who be listening to my shit. So, hey. If I ever get a chance to be on the Oprah show, I don't want her to pull up this lighthouse like you said I was evil on May fucking 19th, 2022. Do you remember that? And I'm like, nope, because I damn sure don't remember nothing I just said in the past 20 minutes. So definitely don't forget that I said this shit. So Anyways, I just be rambling. It's supposed to be about Black Lives Matter. Is this shit a scam or not? Are you invested? Have you invested? Have you donated to Black Lives Matter? Like, because if you did, then that went towards this lady's mansions, her brother, a security business, 800,000, her baby daddy's creative business, 900,000, and ain't no telling what else. Like, you know they eating good. You know she eating lobster and steak every night. Like, so come on, man. I've never donated to that shit in my fucking life because I didn't believe in that shit. And like I said, it could have probably started off positive, but I was never on that bandwagon of Black Lives Matter. I never had no T-shirt saying that shit. Like, what the fuck? But that's other people do. Like, make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. What's the weather we all at though? Nobody's talking tonight. I mean, y'all was talking, but nobody's talking at the moment. It'd be moments where, like, no, it just be me talking, but then it'd be where y'all having a conversation. It makes it easier when y'all talk. Oh, you know what I just watched today? Gerard Carmichael wrote Daniel, HBO comedy series, and it made me like think about like how he was just telling his story, like how he just went all off. Like he was supposed to be talking about like how his name came together or just telling his name, like even though it says Rothaniel when you click the movie, but for those that was at the show, like nobody ever knew what his real name was until like he exposed it in that comedy series, and he also came out like as gay, like so that shit was a very powerful like goddamn like whole thing. Like that shit was really like super funny, but he reminded me of myself as far as like how I expose like my stories and like just my journey in life. Like I'm comfortable with telling my deepest, darkest secrets. Like I ain't gay or nothing, but like still, like I got some stories that like shit, my family be like, why you say that? Like why you telling that? Keep that to yourself. But I mean, I feel like the truth is the rawest, like the thing, like is the best thing you can give a person. It's the freest thing you can give. Like so, the truth. Most people settle for the lies, but look how much a lie can cost you. It may not cost you in the moment, but in the future, it'll always come back on. But not all lies come back on you. But let's get that clear. But in a way, it does, because even the little white lies you say that don't feel like you don't nothing happens from that. It could be somebody telling you a little white lie, and it could be way bigger than that, low key. Like you never know how the butterfly effect works. I don't know why I said that, but I don't know. That movie popped up in my head. But I'm thirsty as hell. Man. So, my brother dropping his video, Complicated, tomorrow, and it's featuring your boy. I'm not rapping or singing in it, but I'm in the video. I made an appearance, cameo in the video. Here's the thing. I always wanted to be in a music video. Like just growing up watching BET and MTV and shit, all the video shit. I used to just always want to be in my own or make my own, be in one or make my own. Like so, I ended up manifesting that through my little brother, who's a rapper. Like so, in the song that he actually put me on is my favorite song. Like my most favorite song he's ever created. Like so, y'all gonna see me tomorrow. I know that good gas is always good for you. There's no. It's 100. It felt like it's 102. I thought nobody was commenting, but it's a bunch of comments, like literally, that I didn't see. Yeah, so yeah, if y'all gonna see me in the video, cause I'm gonna do a reaction on the video too. So yeah, I'm in two. I think it's two or three of his videos. Like so, the song that's dropping tomorrow, "Complicated," or the video that's dropping tomorrow, is that song is like it's a hit. That's all I can say. Like it's a hit. Shout out to House coming through. And the last time you came soon as I ended the live. Brandon did that too. Like I seen his comment soon as I pressed end. I'm like, damn, I should have went over. But my little brother rapped the video. Exactly. So y'all fuck with the PMO. Like so, I thought about changing the channel to like PMO, cause you know how Positive Minds Only is a long name. Like so, even though like once it's in your fucking search, you don't have to type it in. But I feel like PMO is like a business, like CBS, like shit like that, ABC. Like so, but people's like that shit's too close to PMS. So I'm like, yeah, I changed the my YouTube banner. So, but that's probably else what I'm gonna change. So, but somebody said I should just put it in like parentheses next to it. Like so, that makes sense too. But, but yeah, your boy been doing some acting. Well, I ain't been doing no acting lately, but like that we shot that last year, I think. So yeah, I'm tapping into my creativeness. I'm not just one dimensional. As y'all can see, I could talk about different shit. So, but I be doing different shit. Like some people be like, damn, how? What does he do? So, like if he don't work for nobody, like what does he do? Can't tell you that, or I have to kill you. I'm really positive minds only. I manifested. Manifest the life I live. Plus, I was in the military, so being a veteran. Hey, yeah, definitely make sure y'all share the live. I work in construction. I couldn't do it. To be honest with you, my wife knows I couldn't. I couldn't work in construction. Fuck that shit. My back would be hurting. Feet would be hurting. I couldn't do it. No matter how much they was paying. Especially, I live in Vegas, like so they be hot as fuck out there. And I'm like, man, I just want to be throwing them water sometimes, but hey, they signed up for it, so yeah. Some people love it, like so. It's not like I'm knocking it, but I'd rather be here talking to y'all on this live and like and getting paid for it, or like doing like my other stuff. But I try. I ain't gonna say I tried construction. Like I was in my heyday. That was 17 though. Like I had this father figure in my life who was into not construction, but he was into fixing houses and stuff like that. So he would take me with him like in the summertime. Every day I would go to Chicago with him, and like he'd just teach me to fix some houses and shit. But the only reason I was there because I was dating his daughter. Like so that was the only way I was able to get inside the house and like be treated like as family. He didn't know I was dating his daughter, but yeah, like so I had to suffer that summer. But found out she was just a hoe. Found out she was just a hoe. Damn, ain't no telling that she come back and watch this shit. Cause you never know who be watching. Low key. If you start your shit and you start posting, getting on live and shit, you'll never know who's watching. It could be someone you know, someone you don't know. It could be someone that's very well known, connected. Like you never know. Cause it's eight. It shows that it's eight people in here. It's probably more. I don't. I know the people that's commenting, but that's not eight people that's commenting. So I don't know everybody that's in here. Somebody could have good intentions. Some people got bad intentions. Some people want to learn. Some people want to see what I think. I think Black Lives Matter is a fucking joke. That's what I think that shit is. I think that shit is a joke. I mean, like I said, it was her idea. It got her paid. So if she was trying to manifest millions and Black Lives Matter was that idea that got her there, like, can't be mad. Like, what's she doing with her money? Like, at least she making people work for it and she ain't just giving it to them. Like, so YouTube is trash, y'all. Y'all been commenting and I couldn't see it. Like, it's like YouTube been holding it. So y'all should be coming in back to back to back to back. Definitely didn't know. But this was before YouTube though. Like this was way like I was 17, so I'm 32. Like that was in 2007. I don't even think YouTube was created. So man, back in my day, I sound old as fuck saying that shit. Back in my day, in like the early '90s, and well, I was born in the '90s, but growing up in the '90s, in the early 2000s, before this social media shit popped off. But I feel like we in my generation was born into the social media phase. Like so I was on Black Planet, Tag, MySpace, like I was on this shit when it was coming out. Like so I've been on social media like since I was a teenager, 13, 14. I've been on social media platforms. Like so now I'm just more bigger. I'm just more bigger. But to answer Brandon's question, he's asked, "Was I monetized yet?" Nah, I had to delete it. I had to delete all my shorts, not all of them, because it wasn't my personal content. So I gotta reapply on June. So you might be monetized before me, cause you don't got that many shorts of other people. Like, but then again, if you find out tomorrow that you accept it or not, and you do got a couple of them, I know if I gotta delete the rest of my shit. Like so, yeah. Hopefully you can make it. Like I didn't get it on the first try, but I still got my watch time hours up. Even though I deleted over a fucking 600 videos, like that only took my watch time hours down to like 500. Like not to what? Huh? Mm-hmm. But yeah, I forgot what I was talking about. I'm gonna talk about parenting right quick. Like let's just plant out something. I'm gonna talk about parenting right quick. I just got custody of like three of my kids that was living with their mom in Georgia for like I've been going from 2015 to like 2021 when I finally got custody of them. So I wasn't in the household for what? What's that? 6 years. I was gone for 6 years until I was able to get custody of my kids, and I realized the way that they were raised were not like how I was raising like the children that I got in my household. Like so, you gotta make sure like when you raise your children, don't raise them how you was raised. Like, don't treat them how you was like. You gotta do it different because we living in a different times. Like, I'm, I've, I'm going through a new stage in life where I gotta get my kids that's new in the household up to scale to where like my other kids is, and my 4 year old Athena and my 2 year old is like they're more advanced than the other three that I just got. And I ain't gonna say I blame it on the mom, but just her surroundings and her conditions, it didn't benefit my children. Like it felt like they was held back, like, and she just allowed it, like, so now I gotta fix that. Like I gotta like fix that shit. So I'm going through something different that I haven't been before because even though like I got my kids today, they was with me as I was growing, as I was waking up. So the videos I was watching 24/7 and listen to, they was right there the whole time. Like so they had no choice but to like grow with me and be advanced with me. Like so now I got my middle three. It's like, oh snaps, like man, I should have got him sooner, but I didn't wake up until I was like 28. Like, so I was a fucked up parent when I first left. So, and I was a fucked up parent because I didn't know how to parent. I didn't have no mom and dad in my life. Like, so I didn't know how to be a dad. I had to learn that shit. I had to realize that I was fucking up as of when I first had my children, like I had to realize like I didn't know shit. So I mean, it's on me to fix that, but it wasn't on me because I didn't know. Like I had had to blame my dad. He wasn't there. Like so, Daddy wasn't there to take me to the fair. He might have changed my underwear, but he still wasn't there. But now it's like I ain't gonna say I'm the best dad, but I got custody of six of my children, and then my oldest son, who I talk to every single day, like I already know he's up to par because I talk to him every day. Like he's 13, like so, he has no choice but to hear what I got to say. And I don't treat my kids like kids, like I treat them like adults. So I'm like y'all, I have to prepare y'all to go out into this fucked up world we live in, and I don't want y'all to be behind. But the ones that I just got, got some work to do. Like so, that's the test that I'm going through right now. Honestly, I don't know how I'm gonna do it because I've never dealt with this before. Like so, but pray for me, y'all. Well, I don't need y'all prayers, low key. I got this shit. Once I realize it's a test, I always figure out how to pass the test. When the person say pray for me, you don't know who they be praying to. People's prayers do not be getting answered. I know because I used to pray constantly. When I was in church, when I was a Christian, I used to pray every single day, and my life was like just turmoil. It was like my prayers was going like I already my prayers was going to the bishop whose church I was in. Like everything I was praying for, he was getting blessed with. So that's when I kind of realized you can't be putting nobody in front of you because they'll get your blessings. So I'm like, I can't do that shit. I cannot do that shit. You said it's 29 people? I can't see that. Say this it's 7 people. I seen that kind of late though. But low key, old girl, she did belong to the streets. I've dealt with my ex-wife. Oh, like she be watching my shit low key. Her and her boyfriend, like, so I don't want to say nothing to like make her feel any type of way. So, but I'm gonna just say we made it, and I made it through that. Like I got out of that situation. I'm blessed. I could tell my story. If y'all want to know about dealing with a Scorpio, I got stories for days. But yeah, it sound like something dropped. But what I went through with that relationship, it was all meant to teach me a lesson in life. Like, so I learned those lessons. That's how I was able to move on from it. Some people don't learn what they supposed to learn, and they stay steady, keep going through the same shit in life. Like, so if you want to experience something new, you got to make different choices, make different decisions. But Black Lives Matter is a fraud and scam to me. To get back on topic. And when I was watching that Gerard Carmichael HBO series today, he tells stories just like me. Like I said, like he started off saying how his name came together, but he didn't tell his name until the end of the show. And it's like, so he started talking about mom, dad, and like all of that shit. Like it's crazy, powerful though, because it made me realize I probably could do comedy low key. Because what he did, that was a comedy show, and I'm like, I could sit down in a chair with a crowd and just have a conversation with him, telling my secrets. Like, 'cause that's what he was doing, like shit, telling his secrets. But I ain't really got no secrets no more. Like, I feel like I used to be able to could tell stories off the back because there was so much that I didn't say already. Now I done damn near said everything, so I don't feel like my life I don't have any secrets because it's scattered on podcasts, YouTube. Like it's my story is out there. Like so, I've been on different people platforms, different people podcasts. Like so, like I have a digital footprint that goes back from I'll say 2017. The first time I'm on YouTube is golfing, and I threw the golf club, and that video got like 900,000 some views. The first time I ever get on YouTube, I go viral. Like so, crazy. But now it evolved to me being this person who I am today, this spiritual guru, like low key. Like so, but make sure you hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Make sure you hit that. Get that lighter, get that blunt, roll up if you haven't already. Spark up. But I might have to get on stage. I might have to try comedy. I just gotta pick the stories that I want to tell. Like, I don't know. But his dad his granddad had 23 kids outside of his marriage. He had 4 kids with his wife and 23 kids outside the marriage. His granddad, we talking about Gerard Carmichael. This is just popping back in my head. Then his dad had 2 sons with his mom, and then like he, he was talking about how his mom was the side piece, was the side chick. Like the shit was hilarious as fuck, but he was just telling his story, like telling his secrets, his family secrets, and I'm like, man, is you telling me I could have been fucking like got on stage and did this shit? I could have basically was the first person doing that low key, like low key. But I wasn't. I'm not. I don't consider myself as a comedian. Like so. But some people say, hey, you should try comedy. But overall, like I think I got stage fright because I've like never got on a stage and talked in front of nobody. Like this is my biggest platform. Like so, other than that, I've never like been on a stage and like spoke. No, I want to try it though. It's not like I'm scared to do it. I really want to do it. Like I just haven't been presented the chance. So once that chance get presented to me to do that, like shit, I probably have that nervous feeling, but I understand that nervous feeling and that excitement feeling is the same. It's the same thing. Like so, all I gotta do is just be excited. But don't know. I had plans to do that with the podcast because I see that it's a lot of traveling podcasts out there. Like No Jumper just went on tour, and they just did it live in Chicago. And then Earn Your Leisure, they did a lot of live podcasts. So I'm like, man, I want to grow it to that, but I don't have like fan base, like a huge fan base in one state. Like my shit is just global overall. Like but it's not like one area where people was just listening to me heavy to where I could just go out there and like set up a show. Like, but if that time ever comes, I'm definitely gonna be going on the road. Like, literally, I'm definitely going on the road. But that I need to try open mic. I keep telling myself that. I keep telling myself I need to try open mic. I might fuck around and have to go today. Like if it's like I might have to go find an open mic and then just pop up and do that. Like low key, like need to try go to an open mic tonight because I know they usually do it on Thursday, right? So I could do something different. Put myself in a position where I know I'm gonna be frightened, scared as fuck. And I was, ooh, just make sure I go to the bathroom before I fucking get on stage. Like, 'cause low key, I know my stomach could be hurting like a motherfucker. But it's all about putting yourself in a position to where you can just take that leap of faith. Like, so, not that I want to be seen, but it's about being heard. And the best place to be heard is like in where there's actual people there. Like, well, we got YouTube where there's people here, but like overall, like people, you want to be able to touch them. Well, not touch them. Keep your hands to yourself. But you want to be able to see them. Like, I don't know, it's different. So I might fucking try open, like look for an open mic out here. And like shit, if my wife says okay, I might just go go do that. And let y'all know how I go. Like let y'all know if I turned around, got in the parking lot, decided I can't do it. Like shit, I'll let y'all know. But yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'll talk about. Like, and since I don't drink, it's not like I can like drink alcohol like to get me like loose. Like I don't need to get loose, and that shit makes me throw up. Like I could take 2 shots, and the next day I'll be fucking feeling it, like hungover. Like or sometimes like I'll probably take my go-to thing if I do drink is like a cranberry, not cranberry vodka, a Red Bull and vodka. Like that usually doesn't make me feel no type of way. Strong Kanye. See now, like all my shit is. Hey, house. You just saying man samosa. I don't know if I could write it because it wouldn't be more organic to me. Like that's why I don't like pre-record videos. Like I do everything live. Like I just gotta. The last time I did shrooms, like fucking. Oh, I had some shroom gummies, but those wasn't like the shrooms. Like so, but that was last month, and it didn't give me the effect like shrooms did. But the last time I did shrooms was last year. I remember, well, that wasn't the last time I did it, but that was one of the last times I did it. But I know somebody had got killed that night, and like I was going through a shroom trip when I experienced that shit. So that had a big impact. And I was watching motherfucking, what's that show? That fucking went viral on YouTube. That's on Netflix. Not it went viral on YouTube, but Squid Game. Like I was tripping watching that shit. So swag in my mouth is a lady. I could go check and see, but I can't. I have to leave live. But it's a chick, and she's definitely in the LGBT community, or it's Q, whatever it's called. You said you're a Scorpio. Okay, fine, fine, make it so exactly. You said cut my nails. They are tapping into your maturity. Definitely did. I got 7 kids. I'm all these comments be being hidden by YouTube, and then they just all come back at one time. So I'm now going back and reading y'all shit. We need to speak on single fathers. Oh yeah, I definitely could talk about like being a remarried father, like, and how with my wife, like she could talk about it, like what she goes through, cause she thought it was gonna be totally different when they got here. I ain't got nothing over here. YouTube sucks. Like it literally held all these comments back. Ooh, House said, how about positive MO? That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a perfect name. That's like I have to create like a whole another channel for that one. Like that's a whole entity in itself, like low key. But yeah, that's a good one. But damn, YouTube be tripping like that. It literally, I know y'all probably commenting right now, and YouTube is holding the comments. Like so, I can't see what y'all saying right now. Like it's crazy. I don't know why that's the case, but YouTube be wanting me to get off fucking get discouraged and shit. So it really don't show me who's in here, and it don't show me the comments like when they come. Like so, it seems like it's 5 people in here, but nobody's commenting. And y'all probably can see it on y'all screen, but I can't see it on mine. I probably need to get on my computer and see it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna move to my computer. This shit is not. I don't see shit. Let's see if there's any difference. Yep. Now I can. All right. Now I can see the comments. Two solid comments that says "scrape it off the top." YouTube be fucking hating. Like YouTube wants me to be discouraged. Like I'm telling you, if I was talking about some bullshit, the comments would be. I'll be able to see them clear. But that positive mo, yeah, I like that. But also, I could have like different. You know how fucking. I don't know if y'all ever watched Vice, but have y'all ever seen the YouTube channel Vice or Complex? It has just multiple shows on it. Like that's what I want Positive Minds Only to be. Like so, Positive Mo could be a show. Like Twins Intuition could be a show. That's my wife and her twin sister. Like, well, whatever they name want to be. Like, I don't know. I be having ideas, like, but what would that show be about? What would the conversations be about? I really can trying to blow this shit up though. Like, I'm really trying to blow my channel up. Well, I'm blowing it up, but I'm really trying to do it in like the most positive way. But if I have to tap into that dark side, I will. That's why, hey, House, I said I'm trying to have people on like this YouTube as well. Like, so I want it to be way bigger than just me. Like, because if you got a team of people who all got like creative ideas and like whatever thoughts, like shit, it could be controversial. Oh, what is y'all most controversial belief? Like that you don't tell people because they'll look at you different. This is a safe place, and I ain't gonna tell on y'all. But what's y'all most controversial belief? Don't be scared now. I know y'all in here. House, what's your most controversial belief? Swag in your mouth. What's your most controversial belief? I'm gonna start calling y'all name. Brandon, what you believe in that you know people ain't gonna believe in? Loading beliefs. AR, you said cut my nails. That's a controversial belief. Mr. Everett said culture is bullshit. That's not controversial. Like, especially after Kendrick Lamar just like went in on the culture. Like, it makes perfect sense why the culture is bullshit. I never played a part of that bullshit either. Like, so, like that, you got to come with another one. I'm like that one too. Like, I agree with you. That ain't too controversial. Like, controversial meaning like nobody should agree with you on that. Why humans are way older than what we are told. That's not controversial either. But you said archaeology is a lot. People believe in dinosaurs, so that I guess that could be controversial. But I know humans are like millions of years old. Like I know we ain't just 10,000 years old. Fuck all that shit. We've been here. Atlantis is real. That's controversial. Atlantis was real. That shit really existed. It's not just a mythology. Like there you go. That was 25,000, 50,000 years ago. Like so. Who else? Who else got some controversial beliefs? But I fuck with dinosaurs though because I like Jurassic Park. So I'm if dinosaurs is real or not, I'm glad they made that fucking movie. Like and like I said, my third grade teacher, who was a white lady, she introduced me to fucking dinosaurs in Egypt, pyramids, King Tut. Like so, she really impacted my life heavy. Like so, I fuck with dinosaurs. Dragons existed. People say there's no dragon fossil. I believe dragons still do exist. I believe like dragons is like or existed. They probably definitely extinct because motherfuckers like or near extinction. Like because dragons ain't just. I mean, chirp was charging. That ain't controversial. Swag in your mouth. But I seen a video. I don't know if it was real or not, but it said it was in the 1800s, like a couple days ago, and it was like of a giant. Dinosaurs are big ass birds. I mean, what y'all consider fucking alligators though? That's a dinosaur, low key. Crocodiles, living in the ice age. Fuck no. I hate the cold. I've never thought about living in that shit. Fuck no. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. But Ice Age soon. When we head towards the Ice Age, guess who won't be here? I won't. Like so. Hey, now that I got on my computer and my screen is showing me the comments back to back, now this shit is working on my phone back to back. Hell yeah, like humans had it bad, like in Stone Age, Ice Age, fucking Roman times. Shit, motherfuckers had it bad. Like, but Egypt, they ain't have it that bad. Like, well, the Roman, I mean, the pharaohs and them, they ain't have it bad. Like, they was really thriving. The places were really thriving. Like, some places, even though we look at the past, like, they wasn't evolved as we were, they still had things that they could do that we couldn't even imagine. Like, so, who's to say we're as evolved as they was? We definitely can survive. Like, that's one thing about humans. Any movie you see, where they trying to blow up the fucking world, you got somebody that's gonna survive. Ocean travel. I never heard of the old kingdom theory. Music is Chef. Explain, house. Hey, I got you, ma. Tell Carlos I got him. But actually, I'm down to my fucking last rap. This is my last rap, so gotta go to the store. I won't be smoking no more tonight after this one, but I ain't in a rush. It's 7:46, so this is my last for tonight. I guess I'm giving myself a good break. Cause I probably won't fucking go to the store till probably like 8 o'clock. So giving my body 12 hours without weed, that's a good job. Even though I'll probably be sleeping like 5, 6 of those. Swaggy mouth. You said that there's a famous case of Pharaoh buried with hers for the illness. South American quickly. Man, rich people had everything. Like, but you still die. Like, in one of my past lives, I mentioned all the time, I was a pharaoh. Like, so I'm connected to Egypt. So I hate the fucking cold. But I died from illness. And I was calling on the fucking guys that we worship. But that shit, when it's your time to go, it's your time to go. 1900s, not sure where they did a lot of color people. Yeah, I believe that. That's why most people are kept on a lower frequency. But I listen to 432 Heights music. CAVA. Yeah, you from both of those? I've been to both too. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button though. But when you expand consciously, or 4-3, you know, house, you know what it is. Stop playing. It's a higher frequency that you're supposed to be listening to that can purify your energy and cleanse your aura. Like so, make you really feel good. It doesn't lower your frequency basically. But you know that you just wanted me to speak on it, see if I knew what I was talking about. Yeah, yeah, I believe in Atlantis in the Old Kingdom, but they fucked up. They Atlantis, they was too good for their own. Like they was too advanced for their own good. Like that's why they fucking destroyed that shit. It was the Atlanteans that destroyed Atlantis. It wasn't nothing but them. Like so, evil motherfuckers got too much power. Them elites and they wanted more power, and like shit fucking destroyed their ass. It didn't destroy all of them, but the people who did survive, they went to Egypt. But people were already in Egypt, so they just started making it thrive even more because they still had that advanced knowledge that the Atlanteans had. So, you ever heard of fucking Tahuti Thoth? Or the Atlantean aliens. That's what's up. But it's good to know like they believe in that too. Like, I mean, and only people who probably believe that shit is fake is like Americans, low key. Like, but I mean, the original. If you tap in with your ancestors and then see what they believed in, like if they heard of Atlantis or anything, and they got their own story, that's how you know it's real. Like if those stories survive over time, like then it has to, like you gotta have some truth to it. Down to hold them. They struck themselves down, like, and of course it was the universe who allowed it to go down that way because they was too high and mighty and like doing shit they wasn't supposed to be doing. They felt like they got to. Around go through a lecture. But you're here, Greg. If you stay for a while and listen, you'll learn something. That's all I'm saying. Make sure you hit that like button too as well. Like, of course, that's how they was able to line it up to fucking the stars. John Vernon, are you? What are you? What are you trying to get at? I'm talking about Atlantis. I know the fucking title says it's Black Lives Matter scam. I talked about that. I believe like it probably started off positive, but what it turned to it was negative. But as you can see, the lady who started it got owned multiple multi-million dollar homes, gave her brother $800,000 for security detail, and gave her baby daddy almost $900,000 for creative whatever it is. Like so, she's could be dedicating or using that money to help environments that need it. Instead, she's using it to fulfill whatever needs she wants. But I can't say she's wrong because that was her idea. Like that came from her. Like she the one who created Black Lives Matter. So what she does with the money, that's on her. But at the same time, she could be helping more people. It shouldn't just be a money grab now. She should stay true to who she like what she started. But it seems like Black Lives Matter is more geared toward the LGBTQ community. Like so, it's a reason why she where she at now in the predicament she is in. But like I said, we could talk about fucking conspiracies. Sasquatch is real. I've been seeing videos of Sasquatch lately. I don't know if they was real or not, but I've never seen them. But to say he isn't or something like him doesn't exist, I wouldn't ever say that. Like they just literally the FBI or not the FBI, but they just had a fucking briefing, a public briefing on UFOs. They actually changed the name. I think they called it something else, but they didn't call it UFOs. And like it's been 50 some years since they had a public meeting. So they've been having private meetings the whole time. So why y'all not just making it public? Like, so they've been hiding shit. They just confirmed that the Roswell alien crash landed in back in the day was real. Like, so I don't know what y'all came to expect when y'all seen the title Black Lives Matter, but that just means you don't know me. Like, cause I talk about everything but the topic. That should just be like I just be need something to fucking to talk about when I first start. After that, after the weed kick in, it is what it is. I don't know what that means. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that situation. I haven't really been tapped into Russia's situation, but So yeah, I definitely could believe in that. Like I could believe in that. Sasquatch wouldn't be in Vegas. Like so, I can't say he's real because like just because he wouldn't show up out here, that don't mean like he don't pop up in other environments I ain't never been to. Like some people have the mindset of a small city minded mindset where they think that only thing is real is where they what they see, but they never go out and experience more and see like, oh shit, this world is way bigger than just what's on TV. Like so. Shit. I don't think he was mocking your heritage though. But you people supposed to be able to believe in what they want to believe in, and you ain't supposed to judge a person off what they believe in. Just because a person doesn't like people want the world to all have one belief. Like, well, let's just say the average individual want everybody to believe and think what they think is real and was true. Like they can't fathom someone else having different beliefs and their beliefs being true because all they know is what they believe in. Like so, it's it's crazy to like when the person want to argue and say, "Oh, what you believe in is crazy." No, what you believe in is basic. Like what you think inside the box. You stuck inside of a box. You haven't experienced summertime in the winter. Like if you never experienced summertime in the winter, you shouldn't even be talking. Like so, even those scary stories I'm only talking. So, I wasn't paying attention. I was never taught about like and like stuff like that. And was on like the was Discovery Channel how they'll have different like shows and shit. But I've never really researched him because he wasn't. I'm like I grew up in the hood, like so I knew he wasn't popping up where I was. Like it was the type if it is if it's real it is if it ain't it ain't. Like I don't care like shit. It ain't popping up where I am. Who's to say motherfucking unicorns ain't real? Like I just know in the environment I'm in, they don't come up in, they don't show up at. But that don't mean there ain't no magical motherfucking forest out there that got motherfucking unicorns hopping around. Like so. Ooh, you said it's a siren story. We know about. Oh, you said stolen, but all stories are the same though. Like but they're just kind of twisted for that person's belief, that person's culture. Like when you think about Egypt, ancient Kemet, like that's supposed to be like the first beliefs, like what they believed is supposed to be the true beliefs. But then again, you had Atlantis, who was here before the Egyptians, and they had a way different belief. Like everybody didn't hop on to the beliefs that the people who came to Atlantis from Egypt, they didn't hop on to what they was believing in, like because they was there for that own period of time too. Like so, I mean, when a person comes around thinking different, the world will crucify that person. Like the world will crucify me if they see me on a like worldwide scale because I don't think like everybody else does. Like, and I'm okay with that because I didn't come here to be like nobody else. I didn't come here to think like nobody else. Like, so what the fuck do I look like caring what somebody else think? Like, come on, man. Like, I'm 32. Like, I've experienced enough in life to know, like, shit, what works for me and what don't work for me. Caring about what a motherfucker think doesn't work for me. Not caring works. Like, so, I mean, believe in what you want to believe in. Whether it's Christianity, whether it's fucking Buddhism, fucking Muslim, whatever you believe in. Hey, if it works, it works. But if that shit don't work for you, you shouldn't be believing in it. You shouldn't be saying sticking to that as your beliefs. If you know you've been praying your whole life and nothing never turned out in your favor, how could you say these is your beliefs? Then why aren't your beliefs working for you? Like I know plenty of Christians who pray 24/7 and never got no type of blessings or miracles ever. So I'm like, how could you say Like, this is your beliefs, and like you really doubting. You can't doubt. If you say you believe in something, you can't have no doubt at all. And people doubt when it comes to Christianity, especially black people. They got that doubt within them that they really don't want to say, like that they really don't want to fucking admit to, like every single last one of them. Like doubts is, ooh, if what I believe in is it really true? But they can't be open and say that and admit to it because the Bible says if you think different or if you think Jesus ain't real, then that's blasphemy. You straight to hell. Most people are scared to die and go to hell, so they live their life scared, basically scared, and doubting and fearful. And guess what? You just gonna fucking reincarnate again. And if you don't learn your fucking lesson, you're just gonna repeat the shit again. Like so until you get it fucking right. And that's if you fucking come across a person like me, you obviously ready to be looking thinking different, obviously. Like literally. Like, I've heard of the term hobby. I can't think of like where it came from. I can't remember. But Kilimanjaro. Is that the mountain? It's places that I still haven't. I've been to a lot of places, but it's still places I haven't been. I want to visit Tibet. I want to visit Peru. I want to visit Egypt. I've been to Jordan, which was right across from Egypt. I was literally able to see Egypt right there. I just couldn't touch it. Like, so I want to go to fucking Egypt and visit the pyramids. I want to visit the Stonehenge. I want to visit the fucking Mexico, Tulum, the Mayan ruins. I want to visit all those places. Like, so any of those magical places, shit, I'm even willing to fly with a motherfucking Bermuda Triangle. And if that's my way to go, hey, it's my fucking way to go. Like, low key. Like, shit, I'm that type of person, like, low key. But I want to be able to do everything in my life before I go visit the Bermuda Triangle. Then like shit, if I come back, I come back. But if I don't, hey, just throw me in another parallel universe. I believe in parallel universes and multiverses. Like so, that shit is real. Like you got a version of you doing the complete opposite that's living the life you want to live out there. Like you can peek and see what your that like if you have different dreams and living a different life, it could either be a past life dream or a fucking parallel universe life. But if you're watching, can you bring me my charger, please? My phone about to die. It's on 10%. I don't want it to cut off on y'all. But I mean, I guess I've been on here long enough though. Like so, I'm looking into some fucking open mics tonight. So if I tried, I'll let you know, guys know. If I didn't, I'll let you guys know. So thank you guys for tuning out. I said tuning out, tuning in. I'm about to tune out. Peace. See you guys later.